Hello students, today we are going to study the second chapter which is known as connections in steel structure. So what are the different connections? What is the role of connections? Connection is nothing but the joining of different members of a structural steel framework. Okay, because every structural steel framework is erected with the help of connections. What is meant by steel structure? Steel structure is nothing but the assembly of different members such as beam, column. These beam and columns are connected to each other with the help of fasteners. We can call, and for this method of connecting the different members with the help of fasteners is known as connection. So as to all these different types of members act as a single composite unit. So in this figure we can see the vertical member is a column and horizontal members are the beams. So beam and columns are attached together with the help of plates, horizontal plates and angles. So these these are the connections. So what are the different components of connections? Components of connections means what are the different things which are used for connecting the members. So first thing is bolts, second weld, next connecting plates and connecting angles. In the figure we can see that horizontal and vertical members are attached with the bolts, and for supporting there is a plates are used for proper connection, and in the below figure there are angles are used for the proper fixing of the two members or many members. So next topic is classification of connections. As connections has its classification, has four types. First classification is based on connecting medium. Second classification is based on according to the type of internal forces. Third classification is according to the type of structural elements. Fourth classification is according to the type of members joining. So in our diploma syllabus, first type, that is on the basis of connecting medium, is very important. So let's see first classification of connections. On the basis of connecting medium, riveted connections, there are four types of connections: riveted connections, bolted connections, welded connections and bolted welded connections. Okay, let's see one by one. Riveted connections. Again, next to this word there is a figure given in which riveted connections are shown. These riveted connections are mostly used in railway platform, for construction of railway platforms, flyovers and etc. Bolted connections may be used in the construction industries or for light structures such as purlin trusses. Welded connections also used in the industrial construction for required purpose. And last one, bolted and welded connections. In these connections, both bolted and welded are used for proper fixing of the two members. Next, riveted connections. So let's see first type of connection, that is riveted connections. In the figure we can see there is rivets are given. So rivets has head and shank. Head nothing but that rounded portion is known as head, and cylindrical tube portion is known as body or shank. It is very plain. Okay, these rivets are used for very long time structure, that means for the structure which has design period much more. It is made up of round ductile steel bar called as shank. It has a head at one end. Its length should be sufficient so as to form the second head. because while fixing the rivets in the if you are connecting the two members and overlapping with them each other, then that overlap thickness uh, length of that rivet should be sufficient enough so that uh, it can passes through the thickness of the whole thickness of that two jointed members and pass out from the another end, so that at one end there is a head and another end there is end of the rivet, so that it can form as a head, second head. So its design is also simple and similar, same as that of bolted connection, bearing type of bolted connection. Next, how to install these rivets. So for the installation purpose, we have to first heat the rivets, then insert it into the oversized hole with the pressure at the head and squeezing the plain end by pneumatic driver round head. On cooling, it reduces in length due to the clamping forces. So this is the simple installation, but it requires more labors, careful inspection, and also the as skilled labors it requires. That's why these riveted connections are mostly costly, most costly as compared to the bolted connections. This diagram shows the riveted connections. In this diagram, we can see at different rivets are placed at a particular distances. So riveting connection also has some advantages and disadvantages. Let's see. So riveting, also known as high strength structural bolts. As I have said that it requires careful inspection, and also if some rivets poorly installed, then we have to remove them, and for removal and reinsertion it cost increases. That's why labor cost also increases. Also, riveting connection creates high level of noise while driving the rivets. These are the disadvantages of the riveting connections. On the another side, what are the bolted connections? Bolted connections, nothing but the in these two members or different types of members are fastened together with the help of bolts. That means nut and bolts are used to connect the different types of members. So bolts may be loaded in tension, shear, and both tension and shear cases. So as bolts has thread, so that threads of bolts under shear force may, if excluded, then it can increase the strength, and if included, it can decrease the strength. There are different types of bolts. There, but main two types: bearing type bolts and high strength friction grip bolts. In the figure, we can see bearing type bolts and HSFG bolts. Let's see one by one. The most common type is bearing bolts in clearance holes, often referred to as black bolts. So first type of ordinary bolts, or we can say that bearing bolt, is black bolt. In figure we can see color is black. So we can easily identify the black bolts. These black bolts are ordinary, unfinished, rough or common bolts. We can say not too much expensive, primarily used for the light structure under static load such as small trusses, purlins, etc. For that cases, black bolts are used. Second type of bearing bolts are turn bolts, similar to the unfinished bolts. It has hexagonal rods shape. Also, these turn bolts also used for the light structure such as small trusses and purlins for connections. But as compared to the black bolts, these bolts are the expensive. That's why its use is limited. Only used for the no slippage connection structures. Third type of ordinary or third type of bearing bolts is ribbed bolts. In the figure, we can see the ribbed neck, that means ribs parallel to the shank. There is a corrugations, parallel corrugations provided into the shank portion. That's why these bolts are known as rib bolts. Its head is similar to that of rivets, that means rounded head. Its actual diameter is slightly larger than the hole. That's why it fits tightly into the hole. It is popular and economical in material and installation. So these are the three types of bearing bolts. So next, C, high strength friction grip bolt, also known as HSFG bolts. So when HSFG bolts are used, when bearing type of bolt slips under shear, in that cases high strength friction grip bolts are used, because bearing type of bolts may be not sustain too much shear force. In that case, if the connection of the members faces too much, if greater shear force is generated between the connection of the two members, in that case bearing bolts cannot sustain that shear force, and these members are slipped with each other, and shear failure occurs. So in that case, to sustain the maximum shear force, HSFG bolts are used for the connecting two members. So these high strength bolts having two grades, 8G or 10K grade. It pre-tension against the plates to be bolted together so that contact pressure develop between the plates being joined. It prevents relative slip when extra shear is applied. That's why it has a higher shear strength, because shear resistance may be provided by high friction. So that's where HSFG bolts are more useful for shear resistance. So what is the advantages and disadvantages of the bolted connection? As we have seen the riveted advantages and disadvantages of the riveted connections. So bolted connection also has advantages and disadvantages. So first advantages is its operation is very silent. It does not making any noise. Its process is cold process, that's why there is no chances of fire. Bolting operation is quicker than riveting, because riveting requires more time to get heated and then inserted, and then fixing, squeezing and tightening and cooling processes. It requires bolted connection requires less manpower as compared to the riveted. It has also some demerits, such as we cannot use the bolted connection for the vibratory loads or the structure which having vibrations, because it reduces the strength and bolt and nuts gets loose. Also, unfinished bolts have less strength because of non-uniform diameter. That's why bolted connection we cannot be used for higher strength purpose. These are the main topics we are discussed in this lecture. Thank you.